Greetings, my fellow free low sovereign thinkers. Thank you for tuning in to LO3 Podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful swampy Mango, South Florida, and today's date is Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. Yes, I am at Downtown Saloon, located at 10 South New River Drive East, along the New River of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it's near the courthouse, county jail, southeast section off the Andrews Avenue Bridge. I'm just kicking back a little bit. I was just on my phone, just browsing around. I have to do a report on it. I have to do a narration on this article. I think it's awesome. And this actually came from the Gothamist.com, and it's under arts and entertainment, of course. This happens in New York City. It says here, city says, jam-packed Tompkins Square Park hardcore show applied for permit as September 11th memorial. So this is what I say here. Last Saturday, thousands of people packed into Tompkins Square Park for a free hardcore show that appears to have wound up being the largest city permitted concert in New York City since the start of the pandemic. The massive crowd of mostly masked concertgoers left some wondering how the city allowed a show this large to happen when officials said COVID-19 remains a serious threat in NYC. But according to the permit application approved by the Parks Department, that was never supposed to be a concert. Organizers have given permission for a September 11th memorial political rally. The permit application for September 11th memorial was submitted on November 2nd, 2020 by organizer Chris Parker with an email associated with The Shadow, an underground newspaper distributed on the Lower East Side. The Parks Department says that this organization has booked events at the park since at least 2006. The description for this particular event was listed as a political rally with speakers and music, according to copies of paperwork shared with the Gothamist. Earlier this year, the event was switched to April 24th, but the name and description of the event were not updated. Saturday's concert, which was organized by Black and Blue Productions, featured hardcore groups Madball, Murphy's Law, Blood Clot, and The Capturers. It was free, an unticketed event, but the band solicited donations on GoFundMe beforehand for the New York City Burn Center Foundation. They raised over $6,000 altogether. In a statement on Instagram, Black and Blue Productions denied that the event was listed as a 9/11 memorial, but a copy of the permit application provided to Gothamist does identify the event September 11th memorial. So there's a claim on this, you know what I'm saying? So, excerpt from that. I'm sure most people know the media lies almost all the time. Black and Blue Productions statement declares, but just for shits and giggles, a permit says nothing about 9/11 memorial on it. I have a permit in my hand. Fucking asshats. That's how it was addressed here. I had to look at it again to make sure there's nothing on it that says 9/11 memorial. Of course, they do have a Instagram page here. It says here, I'm sure most people know the media. It's all that same thing over here. And of course, some people looks like got a bunch of comments. Like the post was made days ago. Other things come about. The news has released a small snippet of a permit application, apparently without showing anything else, if it's the correct date or even the correct application holder. However, if this was done by BNB, it would be demanded that they show the whole entire application and not that tiny little schmidt of it. However, we can assure you that this is irrelevant regardless, due to the fact that Black and Blue has nothing whatsoever to do with the application process. The permit applications are submitted almost a year in advance and held by the applicant Chris. He is to guess 6 to 10 months earlier of the expected attendance, and there is the plan of some sort is to be included. Then comes Black and Blue in March 2021. many months after the application had been submitted to decide if bands attempting to do an event. We never touched the application or see it. So to say that it was used as a trick along with the 9/11 event as a flat out lie, twisting of the facts at the least. Chris, the application holder, has said to us it's either a mistake on the part of the department or a flat out lie. However, again, it is suspicious that they did not post the whole application, just a tiny little section with no other info that could have been photoshopped. Chris said, why the hell would I put down a 9/11 event in April the year before? If we did it, it will be in September. It makes zero sense. Of course, here's another one here from B&B Productions. This past Saturday was a beautiful day. Wasn't sure exactly how many would come. Now I'm sure if the show wasn't announced last minute, that would have been 20,000 people there. Keep It Moving Sunrise surprise pop-up show in the works, underground style. Stay tuned. Ignore the suckers and the ones who march to the sound of the news media. The Parks Department told Gothamists that several details about the nature of the event were misrepresented, including the fact that the organizers stated that 100 people would be in attendance, not the 2,000 plus who showed up. The Parks Department said they would not permit an event of the size in this park, even if the city was not in the midst of a pandemic. Organizers drove a vehicle into the park, which a Parks Department spokesperson said they had not got permission to do. They brought in a stage, which was not listed on the permit application, and used amplified sound in conjunction with it. The event was misrepresented to the Parks Department as a political rally, not a concert, according to the spokesperson. But there were moments during the show where performers did make political statements. At one point, Jimmy Gestapo, lead singer of Murphy's Law, compared mass to bondage. You can see the video of that below. And after the show, Blood Clot frontman John Joseph responded to criticisms by comparing the event to Black Lives Matter protests last year. Between the alleged misrepresentations and the fact that the event violated New York's COVID-19 gathering restrictions by having too many people, no social distancing, and lax mask wearing, Parks Department spokesperson Crystal Howard tells Gothamists, we are moving to revoke all permits for this organizer and related future events. The question sent to an email address listed on the permit application were not answered prior to publication. Altogether, the Parks Department has revoked permits for 7 upcoming events by this organizer, including 2 events that had already been approved. Another hardcore show planned for May 8th featuring Antidote and NYHC, with New York Hardcore, that is, of course, Kings Never Die, and The Last Stand, and a Memorial Day rally on May 22nd. There were 5 other pending events, all listed as rallies, and all stating attendance would be 100 people. Revoked, including a pair of dates commemorating the Times Square Park riot in August and the Halloween rally in October, according to the Parks Department. These guys misrepresent their intention on their application on Parks rightfully took action, said Mitch Schwartz, a spokesperson for the mayor's office. Yeah, if it was a pro-Che Guerrero rally, he'll say, come on, get more people in here with your little fist in the air. Yeah, please. This is hilarious, folks. I think it's great. I'll just keep on going here. Assembly member Harvey Epstein, who represents the Lower East Side, stumbled upon the concert on Saturday. Well, at another event, I saw hordes and hordes of people who were maskless with this concert going on. That was crazy, he told Gothamists. It was insane. People were pouring into the streets. People were everywhere. Epstein said he was shocked when he learned that the Parks Department had issued a permit and he hopes officials are more careful about checking permits in the future. I'd like to see much better oversight by the Parks Department, he said. if there's a permit issued for an event, I hope that they actually manage it and ensure it's appropriate. If they had looked at the permit here, they know they weren't entitled to a stage and could have shut it down right away. This is what this email have to say on this. Harvey Epstein to NYC mayor and his office and NYC parks. Why would you issue a permit to have hundreds of maskless people listen to music in Tompkins Square Park? We are trying to recover from COVID, not have a super spreader event. Hey, I think it's awesome. I'm sorry. This is great. I was watching the videos. I'm about to watch all of the part of the entire event. I find this great. Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. To the clowns, the government of New York City. You've done this to yourselves. You shot yourselves in the foot. It blew back in your faces. Harassing people for a very long time, including involuntary servitude of people wearing the mask in your city and putting people in jail, locking businesses down, you reap what you sow. It's called blowback. You can let Mayor de Blasio and all the lackeys that represent that city. To be very honest, I think it's great. And props to everyone that showed up there. You know, all the bands. You know, I know I met all those guys in the past. You know, even John Joseph, you know. I love these guys. And it's awesome what has happened. They got a taste of their own medicine. And the city departments, they hate it because they want to control people. Locking out all those parks. Arresting people for trying to stand for what's right. It's called blowback. I give homage to everyone that showed up. The bands, promoter, don't matter. I think it's great. Man, I wish I would have known about this article yesterday. So I love it. And that will be it. I thank everyone for listening. Plus, feel free to download and share us throughout your social media networks. If you have any questions, comments, or something that's interesting, you want to check it out, wherever you do, please send your correspondence to the forum. Furthermore, I'll leave the article on my speaker page. If you want to contact me, hit me at LookYouLuck03at protonmail.com. Or if you want to donate, you can hit me at paypal.me or cash.app/LookYouLuck3. If you want to send donations to the Gothamist, that would be good too. And all you folks out there, support those bands one way or the other. It's awesome. And things got achieved. And you know what? Let the music play. That's all I have to say. All right. Once again, thank you for your time. But always remember that demoniac resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep on spreading love. And may your guardian spirits be with you.